Damn.
Brian, how you going? My name's Ben, and I'm currently studying Japanese alongside commerce and economics at university in Australia. I'm still young, but one day, hopefully, I want to maybe be able to use my Japanese if it does become any better than it is now, because it's appalling at the moment. But if it does, maybe, work for an Australian company, use it over in Japan for some sort of accounting practice or something like that. But that's my dream, eventually. What I wanted to ask is the 5 best things, in your opinion, about Japan. What made you stay in Japan? Why didn't you want to move back to the US? And what brings you happiness while living in Japan? And things like that. That's all I wanted to know. So thanks, man. And cheers. Keep making the great videos you do.
Hey Ben, how's it going, man? Thanks for sending me that message. I would like to talk about some of the things I do like about Japan. And keep in mind, this is how I feel now after having been here for 15 years. And also, I'm a little bit older. I'm 39 years old. So, your preferences might be different depending on your age and how long you've been here. But this is just kind of like my mature view on Japan. One thing I really like is the money. I mean, it's taken a while, but I've managed to get some great jobs. I don't work 9 to 5 like the typical American does or Australian. I work in little patches, like a few hours here, a few hours there every day. I got a really good hourly wage, and I'm just very comfortable with that. Okay, I really like the fact that Japan is not a Christian-based society. I'm from the United States. It's a Christian-based society, and even though not everybody in America is actively religious, all of their ideas and values come from Christianity. And it's the same here in Japan. Very few people here are actively religious, but their mentality, their philosophy, their values all come from Buddhism. And I just feel a real sense of peace and tranquility, and I like the fact that nobody tries to shove religion down my throat. People keep out of your business. They don't talk about religion, and it's just it's very comfortable. The third thing I really love about Japan is once in a while I can take some time off. I don't have to work, and a few times I've traveled here in Japan, and traveling is wonderful. I just can't even explain how much I love going to an onsen, like in some countryside area, and they give you crab or seafood or whatever they have, kaiseki ryori, which is like traditional Japanese food. It's just such a unique experience. You can't experience it anywhere else in the world. Last year, me and Rie went to a nice onsen in Fukui Prefecture. And that was a great trip. I mean, it was just like wearing the yukata and being in the ryokan, and the way that the onsen was set up, it just made it very tranquil and relaxing. And they just have a really awesome concept of like how to relax. I mean, they work hard, but they also know how to relax. And I've done things in Japan like snowboarding, camping. I used to go camping just with my motorcycle. I have a Honda Helix, which has a little trunk in the back, so I could stuff things in there. And then I put like my tent. I strapped my tent to the back of my bike, and I had saddlebags on the sides, and I was able to get a lot of stuff in there. And just cruising through the mountains or the countryside, and then camping by a river. One time we camped on a cliff with a view of the ocean. It was fucking awesome. I like the fact that here in Japan, people are always aware of others, and they're considerate. Just simple things like when you ride an escalator, people who don't want to walk up the escalator will stand on the right side, and those who want to walk up it will go on the left side. Just the other day, I was in a public area, and I wanted to use the bathroom, but somebody was in there. Then the guy who was using it came out, and there was a little sink outside with sanitizer and paper towels. He washed his hands, But this is what is amazing. Then he took the sanitizer spray and he sprayed the paper towels, and he wiped off the handle. But not only that, he opened the door, reached around, and wiped the handle on the other side. I mean, that was so considerate, you know. I mean, I would have never have thought to do something like that. And speaking of bathrooms, I love the toilets here. I mean, they're like, it's like being on cloud 9. They have these washlet toilets, a little control panel on the side. You press a button, it shoots up water and cleans you out. And God, I mean, it's not like sex, but it's almost as good. They also use a form of Japanese here called keigo or sonkeigo. It's like respect language. It's the way they conjugate the verbs. It's to put the customer or the other person up high and to kind of humble yourself. It's very polite and creates a sense of distance between people, but a comfortable distance. And you know, this is going into another topic, but keigo can also be used in a bad way. Like, people can be really angry or jealous or upset, but they'll be smiling and speaking very politely to you. But after you've been here for a while, you learn to recognize the bullshitters. But when people use keigo from their heart and they really want to show respect towards you and politeness, and they want to be nice, it's a very beautiful language. And lastly, one thing that I would totally miss if I didn't live in Japan is Japanese food. And I'm not talking about fast food, but really Japanese food. Like the other day, I went to a restaurant for lunch, and it's called a shokudo, which is like a cafeteria, and you can kind of pick out what you want. Hi! We're hanging out here eating lunch. It's called shokudo. It's like a cafeteria style restaurant. You can just get whatever you want. So I'll show you what we got. This is sanmayaki. Sanma. I think that's like Pacific grill. I don't know what it's called in English. This is miso soup, rice, potato salad. This is tonkatsu, which is fried pork cutlets. Kake udon. Rie, what did you get? Nani okatta? Yeah, samayaki. Tonjiru. That's like miso soup. Okay, with a pork-based flavor. Okay. Tamagoyaki. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, looks good. Tabeoka. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're having a great day. I get tons of questions every day, and I don't have time to contact everybody, but if you really want me to answer your question, send me a video and I'll answer it. I also have a little link on my banner on the bottom right hand side that says Let's Talk on Skype. That I also have the same link, Let's Talk on Skype. If you go to my About page and look at the bottom, there's a link right there in blue text that says Let's Talk on Skype. If you guys want to talk to me, you can click on that, and I can tell you anything you want to know about Japan, or if you just want to, you know, if you want to chill as buds or whatever, hit me up on Facebook. Alright guys, have a good one. I'm out.